What if I told you Telnet is giving hackers full access to your network traffic? Every password, every command, completely exposed. In this video, I'll show you how to properly configure SSH on Cisco switches and routers to encrypt all remote access. Watch as we transform an insecure Telnet setup into a lockdown SSH configuration in just 3 minutes. IP Telnet and SSH configuration. Currently, we are connected to a switch via the console port. If we want to connect remotely using the Telnet or SSH protocol, the switch must have an IP address configured. This is what we will do. VLAN 1 can be used for management. The VLAN interface command allows you to enter the VLAN configuration mode. Here, it will be number 1. Then you have to assign it an IP address and a subnet mask with the command IP address. The default VLAN 1 is disabled. This is why it must be activated with the no shutdown command. Now, let's see how to set up an IP address on a router. You have to start by logging in to the interface. Here, it's fast Ethernet 00. It is then assigned an IP address as for the switch, with the command IP address. Now that we're good at IPs, let's go back to our switch and let's set up a Telnet access to it so that we can connect at a distance. A switch or router has virtual lines, which can be used for remote access. These are VTY lines. The line VTY04 command allows you to enter the configuration on the 5 VTY lines from 0 to 4. The 0 counting for a VTY line. That makes 5 in total. Then, as with the console port, you must use the password command to specify a password and end with the login command to activate it. From now on, if you connect your PC to the switch, you will be able to connect to it with the software PuTTY in Telnet. Telnet is convenient and easy to set up, but it's also insecure. That is to say, everything circulates in the clear. That's why it's best to set up and use SSH. With the latter, all traffic will be encrypted. Note that not all versions of iOS offer SSH by default. Check well beforehand if it is possible to install SSH on your version of iOS. Here's how to configure SSH. SSH works with usernames. The username command allows you to specify the username and the password command, the password linked to this user account. Then you have to set up a domain name because SSH uses certificates. The IP domain name command allows you to enter the domain name. Now we can generate the keys required by SSH. The crypto key generate RSA command is used to generate RSA keys for SSH. The key must be at least 124 bits. By default, it will enable SSH version 1, but for security reasons, it is better to use v2. To do this, you must use the command ipssh version 2. And the last step is to tag the VTY lines in SSH. You connect to the VTY accesses with the command line VTY04. Then, you have to tell it to use the user you created just before with the command local login. And finally, you have to allow only SSH and not Telnet with the command transport input SSH. All that's left to do is connect in SSH with PuTTY.